So I opened a crypto account to trade altcoin, funding it with an initial capital of 20 grand. I'm very much new in the said space, and whenever that is the case, I always start small, knowing that it can go wrong. And if it does, it can be easily recovered. With that, I was able to make 20 grand trading cryptos. For some, 20 grand is small. For some, it's huge. For me, I just wanted to try TipTix and cryptos. Now, 54 minus 20 doesn't equate to 20. We'll explain later the reason for it. In case you lost track of what I've been doing, or it's the first time you're hearing from me, I've been making logic sets, TipTix, algorithms, if you want to put it that way, to help me trade the US markets. The results of the algorithm has been good so far. Gave me a good January, followed by 2 months of small retracements. Those losing ones could have definitely been better, but it is what it is. I'm well aware of my mistakes, just gotta learn from it and move on. A link to that video is in the description box. For April and May, TipTix has helped me dodge the lackluster environment by putting out very limited trade ideas. Looking at my trade history from April to May 19, I barely participated in the market. PAVM and Tesla were test or out-of-system trades. GBTC was a trade I made for wanting more crypto exposure to hedge for the falling US dollar. This proved me wrong right away, and I'm glad that I took myself out of the trade immediately. Roblox was a TipTix trade idea back in April 8. I entered it at end of day as usual and sold it for a quick gain. Muds was also a TipTix trade idea, but it failed. It's all good as failures like this help fine-tune the logic further. So yeah, it's been boring for me in the stock market space. This led me to look into the crypto space. Back in April, I put out a video why Dogecoin should be given a chance. And yes, I did. If you were following me on IG, I posted in my story me being elated as a Dogecoin owner, and that was just the start of it. One of the main reasons why I went for Doge is how its chart looks at that time. It's similar to one of the logic sets infused in TipTix. Having recognized the area pattern, I gave it a chance. Initially, I got 50,000 coins with an average buy of 10 cents, the most I was willing to lose in this trade at that time. I honestly didn't have any concrete take profit strategy for this trade. All I had planned out was to gradually increase my mental trail profits as it goes up. It went to 20 cents, 30 cents, then spiked beyond 40 cents. I was willing to ride the volatility given that everybody was aiming for $1. So I thought there was more upside. I made 30 cents as my mental trail profit instead of putting a stop limit order, but this went wrong for me as when it reached that level, I was too slow on the button. And eventually, I just settled for 26 cents. Luckily, I was able to redeem myself right away by getting back in Doge with an average price of 30 cents. And this time, I had a better take profit plan. Knowing that everybody was looking forward to 420, I aimed to lock in profits before April 20. Think of that day as sell the news kind of scenario. Any spike was an opportunity to lock profits, and so I did at 39 cents. With that, I was able to avoid holding the bag when Doge dipped to 15 cents towards the end of April. Using one of the TipTix logic sets, with some minor tweaking, I saw another chance to enter Doge as it settled around 25 cents. It's very similar to how it acted around 7 cents. Having some buffer this time around, I doubled my size, being well aware that I can lose all the gains I made from my recent crypto trades. Like my initial trade, no clear plans were to take profits. To the moon, as they say. Again, all I had planned out was to gradually increase my mental trail profits as it goes up. Not having a profit-taking strategy hit me big this time around. No stop limit orders were placed. HODL was the way, even if it was obvious that SNL day was similar to Doge day, a hype day, the pump before the dump. I was willing to see how it would play out post SNL while in possession of Doge, a risk I was willing to trade. So off it went, 40 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents, then 70 cents. SNL aired and the pump was left dry. The dump commenced. I slept on it with no stop limit orders placed. The only thing I had was a mental stop of 42 cents, the Doge day resistance. This should be support. Waking up the next day, Doge was printing 43 cents, very close to my mental stop. So I decided to take profits, accepting that I played this trade the wrong way. I should have had tighter trail profits. I should have had tighter stops. I should have placed a stop limit order. It was the ugly truth, but it's better than nothing. Even with this mess, I was still ahead and saw it as a successful experience, leading me to add more capital to my crypto account in whatever way I could. I ended up adding 15 grand more to my capital. High in confidence and knowing how much I was ahead, I took a bunch of trades without proper strategy and risk management. When it dawned on me that my approach was similar to gambling instead of a systematic one, I decided to pull the plug and closed all my positions. Again, I was chasing money. All in all, it was a positive experience. I started with 35 grand, now ending up with 54 grand in the account. And it's just my first go around with altcoins. Could have definitely been better, but the setback was necessary for me to have a better understanding of this space. That there's a need for a concrete trading strategy and not just hodling. You can rely on luck, but I don't work that way. Summing things up for the period of April 1st to May 19th, I lost around 3 grand in the equity space and I gained around 20 grand in the crypto space, netting me at somewhere at 17 grand. Could have been better, but for me, a gain is a gain, so I ain't complaining about that. Seeing what happened in the crypto space on May 19, pulling the plug was the right idea. Participating in this space definitely requires risk management and setting your profit targets, a trading strategy, much like in the stock market. Now this is me thinking if I should polish one of my logic sets I used to enter Doge within 7 to 10 cents and at 25 to 30 cents for the crypto space. We'll keep you posted on that. Now if you want to get started with cryptos, my advice is to start small and risk only what you're willing and capable to lose. I, for myself, still have a lot to learn in the crypto space, and I don't want to be caught off guard if things don't go my way. Still a long year, 7 months left, and as long as my account is just trading through the market environment wherein my strategy is not in favor, I'm good with it. I'm going to preserve my capital for the right trade in the right market environment and let Tiptix guide me through. I'm just glad that the concept of Tiptix works in the crypto space and perhaps in markets outside of US exchanges as well. Now, if you want to know more about Tiptix, just dial in your browser tiptix.com and go check it out for yourself. Now, there's more work to be done in the platform, but for me, the most important thing is that the logic can be relied on and that it works. So I guess I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe out there.